the charger will fall out.
You might want a new phone.
Yeah, I've been told.
Except phones nowadays are like $1,200.
Yeah, they're a little pricey.
So
I want one.
I mean, I want one.
Yeah, no, I know you do. But no, I mean, I
What the
can still
12?
charge it, but it just gets annoying when I have to
Same.
charge it because I have to have it on like a certain angle or I don't know.
Yeah, mine's
Same thing with listening to music. Like sometimes it won't stay in all the way and connects to
You
like.
don't use your AirPods?
No, I'm talking about for my car because I still haven't figured out my Bluetooth yet.
Oh my god, Jeff. It's not hard. It's not hard at all.
All right, well, I'll
It's
get
2020. It's 2020, Jeff. You should
yeah,
know
it's
how to
like-
use your Bluetooth.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
the first thing. When I get in a car, I forgot the Bluetooth. First
But then
thing I do.
again, it's more. I think it's more so me just being
It's,
lazy as shit.
it's more operator than the actual thing itself.
It is 100% operator.
Operator.
believe
But the thing is, it's an important aspect of the car, of the Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah.
earphone. So it's like,
True.
do you want to? So I'm really lazy too. But like when I'm in a car, I want Bluetooth.
Mhm.
Like I don't have the issue that you guys do with like the charger thing. So I can plug my phone in. But if I don't want to use the charger, or if someone else needs to use the charger, I can just toss on my Bluetooth.
Right.
Or if I'm going down the road, I'm not gonna plug. If I'm going down the road, I'm not gonna plug my phone in and then do it. I'm just gonna hop in my car and drive.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, we take driving for granted. I always think about it when I get in a car. Every time I get in a car, I'm like, take this for granted. Because I just love driving. Even though I haven't driven in like 2 days.
A whole 2
now,
days.
I
get what you're saying, though,
You're the
'cause-
one that likes to drive the most, I'd say.
I like driving, but it's
I
like
love driving.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I believe you do, Whitmer, but I'm saying like compared to Brian's level, like
I love driving.
dude, he'll drive like freaking anywhere. He's like, oh, like 2 a.m, like let's go for a road trip all the way to Florida. I'll drive the whole way.
Okay, I'm not sure about that one. I've driven to Florida 3 times. Never doing it again. That was the 3rd time.
It is a rough drive.
Garbage. It was garbage.
Well, the
17
one
and a
time
half
was your
hours.
fault
One way.
because you were extremely hungover.
It still was a 17 and a half hour
Yeah.
drive. It was going to suck regardless. It just sucked a little bit more, but it was going to suck regardless.
Yeah.
Because it's like, Whitmer can attest to this. It's like the first, like, by the time you get to DC, it's like, all right, that wasn't that bad.
Yes, but
Yeah.
then you realize, oh, I'm only
But
at
then-
DC.
Yeah, I'm only at DC.
I still got a
Yeah.
bunch of
And
states
then-
to go.
And then
Go
once you get through Virginia, it's like from North Carolina literally all the way down to Florida is a straight shot. I'm like,
Mhm.
what is it, like I-95? Is it?
I-95. Yep.
It's like 400 miles on I-95.
Jesus.
That's it.
Yeah.
You go straight. I won't
That
forget, when I was
would
coming home from
suck.
Coastal one time, like, you know how on your Google Maps, like Apple Maps, or she'll be like, oh, you have this many miles to go until you
Yeah.
merge or whatever. Mine was like 300 miles. I just went straight. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm lonely.
And that memory, I'm lonely here.
Yeah.
But going back to
I mean,
that driving,
Florida-
those are the drives
go.
I like the best. Those like kind of those long distance kind of driving.
What a random tangent.
Mm.
We go from driving all of a sudden to college football. Love it.
Well, you have to get to Florida. You have to go past Coastal Carolina. So connect the
Oh,
dots.
that's
And I was referring back because Coastal, when I used to drive home,
Right.
it was like it was a long drive.
Yeah.
Right.
Where I like driving. Now I'm like, I like to drive to Delaware or New Jersey. And it's cool.
hmm
More than 5 hours now, I'm kind of like, this sucks.
Right, but
Beforehand, I was like,
that's probably my
I'd
limit
be like, I could be
too.
able to drive. Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be my limit too. But it also like if I was doing like a road trip like that, I would just stop places, see whatever. Thing.
All right, so
I
here's
hate-
a
I don't
question
stop.
for you
I don't
guys.
stop.
Here's a question for you. Yeah, well, answer that. How many times, if you're going on a long road trip, like 7 hours at least, kind of thing, or like vacation was maybe 5 to 7 hours. Brian, I know you stopped 0 times. Whitmer, how many times do you try to stop for? If I was gonna say, like, do you stop for? Obviously, I'd assume you need gas at some point.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 times for gas, or if I have to use a bathroom.
In
or
or
something.
bathroom, right? Other
Or-
than that,
Or if it's like a if I'm going to like my uncle's in South Carolina where it's like 12-hour drive, like halfway down, I'm going to want to eat something because you're going to go early in the morning. Just
Right.
It's going to be a 12-hour drive. So at some point, you're going to want to have lunch or something. So stopping
Yeah.
off somewhere to eat or just to get gas because you're low.
Right. Yeah, because I know. So Brian, you and Megan, they do not stop at all.
I also think there's
It depends on
when
what
I
I'm
went
doing too when I get there. It's like if it's actually like a vacation, I have to get there at a certain time. Like I'll try to limit my stops. But if I'm
That's
in
true.
no hurry, then I don't really care that much.
Right.
so like my car gets really good gas mileage.
Mhm.
So I don't have to stop often, which is why I don't. My car, if I can get really good gas mileage, I can go about 530 miles. So that's basically anywhere I want to go.
Yeah.
Right.
So like when I would go down to Coastal, I would fill up an hour away from Coastal.
Wow.
And that's just because I was like, I don't know if I can get there.
Yeah, you don't want to risk
tank.
it.
I'd be like, I'd probably still have like 20 miles left, but I don't want to risk that. So I'm just going to stop here. Because I know like when you get down towards Coastal, there's like go through a bunch of back roads.
Yeah.
So one of the last exits, I'll take it, get the gas, and then drive the rest of the way.
There you go.
So that's the only time I'll stop. Going to Florida, we stopped twice. Once would be in somewhere in North Carolina or South Carolina.
Wow.
And then we drive the rest of the way down. And then we fill up in the town of where I live in Florida. Yeah. We would stop there just to fill up for the entire week.
Right.
And then we'd drive around the week, and then before we left again, we'd fill up. So we'd stop twice in that period of time, but we wouldn't have to stop the second time. We just would choose to. Why? If you have to pass gas stations, why not just fill up? If you have to fill up in the middle of the week anyway, right. So with that, like, I also don't bring food. Like I bring food with me, so I don't have to stop. Because like Jeff just said, Megan and I, we don't like some. So my thing is like, I'm gonna stop before I leave, get Wawa, get snacks or whatever.
Literally, Megan, coffee. She's like, guys, we don't stop at all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna get there because like I went to North Carolina in September. My buddy and I, we literally just drove the entire way. I was like, we don't have to stop. We'll be fine. We'll gas when we get down there. So my idea is like, I'm gonna be in the car already. Just get there.
Right.
Yeah, no, dude, literally, because Megan was telling us before, and she's telling us before. She's like, yeah, literally, I don't stop for anything. Tommy's like, it's literally the worst. No, because I mean, I feel it's because like literally, and Megan, I feel like would hate driving with. I can go quite some time without needing to stop. Like, obviously, like we'll fill up on gas first, and then hopefully a couple of hours in, maybe if you need a small bathroom break or maybe whatever, that's fine. But then after that, I try to be good the rest of the way, depending on where I'm going. Dude, Danny, literally, she's the world's smallest bladder. I can't tell you how many times we had to.
I would never drive with her then.
I can't tell you how many times we had to stop on our way to Myrtle Beach. Oh my god! Like we stopped. So like once we stopped for Krispy Kreme. I think early in the morning. Other than that, we stopped one time for gas. Maybe I can't remember. I think one time for gas. I can't remember. We stopped at least like 4 other times. Keyword at least 4. Just so she could get to the bathroom.
I tell her to pee herself. Whatever girl I'm in my yard, you're peeing yourself. Like, we're not stopping.
Yeah, dude, literally, it kills me because like at one point,
Myrtle Beach is only like a 12-hour drive.
Yeah, well,
and that's if you hit. It's a 12-hour drive. If you hit, I've gotten back to like the Lancaster area in like 9.5 hours.
Wow, that's impressive.
With bad traffic, because it all depends on. We all know.
Yeah, it depends on the traffic.
DC.
DC
if you hit DC at the right time, you get through it, no issue, unscathed. You hit it at the wrong time, you're there for like 3 hours.
You're screwed.
Yeah, or you do what we would do and try to find some back roads, just because you don't want to go through the DC traffic. You just find it.
So if I go through DC, I leave at like 7, 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time you get to it, it's like a 3-hour drive.
Right.
So by the time you get to it, it's like the middle of the night, or like if not the middle of the night, it's 10, 11 o'clock.
Right.
So no one's gonna be on the road.
No.
So that's the best time to go. It's like that later night time before like 3 or 4 when people start getting up for work.
Right.
So that's when people do get up for work in the city sometimes because corporate.
Mm-hmm. Adults.
Yeah, Jeff, no.
Yeah.
2 times is too much for Myrtle Beach.
Dude, literally.
One time I can understand. One time
it got brutal. Like, I was just like, can you hold it? It's like, no, I'm sorry. I'm like, God damn it. Like,
here's a paper bag. Here's a plastic bag.
Basically.
Here's a bottle.
Here's a bottle. I've peed in a bottle too.
I'm not surprised.
On multiple occasions.
Oh my God, Brian.
I didn't want to stop.
Like Dwight.
Yeah, literally.
Is the radiator machine? That doesn't make sense.
You get like a 32-ounce Gatorade bottle. You drink that as your hydration, as your drink, and then we gotta go. You just use that.
There you go.
It's not sanitary, really, but
Who cares?
and then stopping 3 times.